Hello, welcome back. It's your daily tarot and astrology, and this one's for Wednesday, February 19th. I have allowed for reversals, so we'll see if any come through with the tarot. And happy birthday, I forgot to say yesterday, happy birthday to any Piscean friend I may have out there. We have all month to celebrate. Well, and into the next, actually. We have, yeah. Being that this is the 19th. We have until the first day of spring, and I think this year it's well, I have to look at the exact time. It's either the 19th or the 20th of next month, of course. Right there. Okay, so there's some letting go of the things that we don't have any control over, at least in the morning. Now, maybe something came up in dream time that maybe you met somebody in dream time that you've lost in the past. Maybe you had a beloved friend or family member visit you in dream time. Aw. Okay, and then the theme for the day is the Ace of Pentacles. So this is new opportunities in the financial realm, in the physical realm, with health. It's straight up. Oh my goodness, and then we have the Ten of Pentacles too. Wow. You know what? I think somebody out there, and you might not know it or not yet, but I think somebody out there is going to get an inheritance. I can't say how big or how small, but yeah. So that's one way to read these cards. I love that they all came through upright. Another way to look at the cards would be with the theme, of course, Ace of Pentacles. Like I said, it's always about, it's more like power in manifesting. So maybe this has to do with creating your own legacy. You can make your own family crest. You can also be really grateful for what your grandparents and parents gave to you, even though there may be disappointments or were disappointments in the relationship. And maybe somebody out there has lost a loved one today or recently. My heart goes out to you and your family if that's the case, and you and the other loved ones. But the true meaning with the Five of Cups has to do with going deeply into our feelings. And we're not going to negate the fact that we've lost something there. We don't know if it's, wine over here that just fell out or if it's actually some... are we supposed to think that it's blood? But we do have loss here. And we can't really bring our head up high until we go through the grieving process, and it's an important thing to do. It's not a good idea to numb out away from grief. It's a good thing to ride those waves of all those feelings that come up. And then when we're done, when we're ready, because we've got the river of life back here, right? And part of life is loss. Yeah, that's just the way it is. So when we accept that on earth, then we are out of duality. And also, it doesn't make it any easier when you lose someone. When you've lost a beloved person in your life, it doesn't make it any easier for you personally to know that they've graduated and gone on to a much better place. We still miss them. So, depending about, where you are on which wave you're at when you're going through all those emotional, just going through the feelings, they're real and we have to honor them. And then as we do that, we turn around and we realize, but we still have something. We still have a lot of something. We have more than one cup. We have two. And I don't know if the cups are full, but they can be filled. But the cups in tarot are all about feelings, emotions, and those are two different things. And because emotions can be attached to the past, but that doesn't make them bad at all. Feelings are the pure flow, or just the things that you feel, on a day-to-day basis. So, and also the cups have to do with relationships and creativity and fluids, anything that carries and holds fluids. So, yeah, so that's basically it there. And then with the Ten of Pentacles, so these two bookends here, the Ten of Pentacles is our family legacy card. It's the inheritance it's our lineage, it's our ancestry and whatever we inherit from that. It's also wealth because it came through upright. And it's something that you can pass on to other family members or, the legacy you leave behind, whatever that is. And it doesn't have to be a lot of money. It could just very well be that it's a lot of blessings from the earth and the life well lived. So, but I do feel like this has to do with an offer or something that's coming through. It could be, now one other way to read these cards could be that somebody connected with you in dream time, that you have lost one of your family members or dear, somebody close. Doesn't have to be family, it can just be somebody super close. And they offered you something, they gave you an idea as to how to manifest something that would be very important to you. Another way to look at this is a family member, somebody connected with you in dream time or actually physically called you. And it's a person that is an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. And maybe they're going to help you build your own little empire, whatever that is. Okay, so that's all I have there with the tarot. The astrology for today is a lot like yesterday, except for the moon has made it further into, like I said yesterday, 13 degrees every 24 hours. So now we're in the second decan. We're actually almost through the second decan, which is the lessons and learning stage, or learning lessons. And next it'll move in just, in another 2 hours, it'll be into 4 hours. It'll be into the deepening and blossoming stage of Scorpio. So to go over Scorpio again, the best way to use this energy for today is to go deep, is to work on our fears of intimacy, but knowing there's a difference between secrecy and privacy, right? There's certain, there's healthy boundaries, like your first date, you don't talk about how much money, you don't ask, and you don't, you know what I mean? I once had a therapist years and years ago ask me questions about my financial situation, and I'm like, I can take care of myself. I'm good that way. But she kept digging deeper, like, well, how much money do you have in the savings? How much money do you have in your bank? How much and I felt that's just creepy. So of course I stopped working with her, but that was just how it went. But from her school, that was kind of like the way you do it, and I just didn't. I tried to hang in there with her, but nah. So to me, some things are private and some things are secret, and it's, if you have a beloved, trusted therapist or somebody that is never going to tell anyone else, it's good to share your secrets. And that may be what's going on with Mars here. Look how we have an exact trine early this morning. And actually, it was a couple hours before, it was more exact, 1 degree exact. But we're still within that 3 degree orb here, even for another couple hours. So what this translates into is a lot of energy just going, connection that goes really quickly from your feelings and your mood. And your mood may be to keep yourself out of crisis, or you might be handling some kind of a crisis, because Scorpios are so good at that. That's why they make the best nurses and doctors and surgeons and therapists, and they don't mind working in crisis. But also going deeper and making things safer with this trine over here to Mars would be a hallmark of this morning, possibly. Doing things that are deeply satisfying for you, deeply creative, connecting with an intimate, or connecting more intimately with a friend or a loved one, whatever that means for you. I will not define it. But there's, that transformational urge to be safe and secure. This could very well just play out in the realm of working, deep cleaning your home, or getting very organized so that you can really move forward. Because of course you'll see that before we know it, the moon will be in Sag, and then we're kind of like with a lot of fast moving fire and going in a certain direction. Politically, it could be that something is revealed during the day because of the fact that, again, safety, security, and who's getting into what, where, and all of that. I mean, there are so many lawsuits against Musk, the mumps, Trump and Musk, and the whole, well, it's actually Doge or whatever, but the whole thing with trying to get into our IRS data. So there's that. Oh, and I forgot to tell you guys. I'll try to remember to repeat it, but I did some meditation early this morning, and I got that we're not supposed to worry about losing our Social Security or SSDI. I had to stop because I ran out of time, but so I didn't go into like Medicare goes with Social Security, so I got that we are not going to lose Social Security or Social Security disability income. So I think that Medicare is fine as well. But I didn't go into Medicaid, so I need to do some more meditation on that. So you guys can, I think we can rest assured that we'll be okay that way. Not that they wouldn't do it if they could get away with it, but I don't think that they can. So, because they're not entitlements. We paid into that insurance program. We worked all those years. It's not any type of an entitlement. So, okay. The other aspects are the same. They're exactly the same as the day before and the days before that, because we have, the opposition, which is a confrontation that can lead to a breakthrough spiritually once we gather all the facts. Spiritually, we're better and stronger when we're really healthy. So, there we are there, getting our diets cleaned up, some kind of exercise, getting around somehow, getting the life force moving in our bodies, helps us to open up spiritually. And, and going deep and clearing out any stagnant old emotions, the past, Mars moving energy into the past and pushing it out. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, yesterday, Saturn had moved. Saturn's been out of the retrogradation. It went direct November 15th. But as of yesterday, it's out of the retro shade because we've made it past that 19 degrees. I think it was earlier. I think it was 1925 or something right there. So we're past the point when it went retrograde after the election. When it went direct after the election. It had actually gone retrograde at the end of June at 19 degrees of Pisces. So, yeah. Which was challenging, because it was right on Kamala Harris's Chiron. And we were hoping that Saturn, us astrologers were hoping that Saturn would be cement. But, Chiron is like, it can be, Chiron's our deepest wounding, and then, Saturn on it can be that manifestation of our deepest wounding, where something was stolen from her. So, okay, well, that's all I have for today. As always, take good care. Have a wonderful day. Bye.